Hello, hello, hello everyone, EgreVMX here, and welcome back to the final episode of Final Fantasy V. We're gonna kick Exdeath's ass. Here we go. It took you long enough, but now you're too late. Finally, it is in my grasp. The greatest power known to man. The power to control the universe. The power of the void. So he's got two forms. The first form is extremely easy. The second form is kind of on the difficult side, but I'm prepared. Even though I'm not using any of my OP strategies, I will crush all who stand in my way. I think it'll begin with your precious friends. I hope you'll enjoy watching your companions be sucked into the void. If you abuse the Cannoneer class, you can actually skip his second phase. But why would you do that? It's kind of silly, right? But there's a way to make him not even turn into the second phase at all. Also, there's actually two different endings in this game. A lot of people don't realize that. They're basically variations of the same thing. But believe it or not, any characters that are knocked out at the end of the Exdeath battle are considered dead. And they'll be cut out of the ending until the very, very end when they get resurrected and reunited with their other friends. But hopefully we don't have to deal with that. Stop it. Let them go. And now you two will meet your end inside the void. So, if anybody's knocked down, if you want like the absolute best ending, prioritize getting them up and healed before doing damage. Alright, let's do this. It's on like Donkey Kong. A lot of cutscenes too. You saw that? Bartz, stand up. It's Bart's father. Dad? It's the Dawn Warriors. Zezat, Kelger. And Galuf. Grandpa, Galuf. Enter the Dawn Warriors. They play the main theme, which is awesome that they do that here. Bartz, Lena, Faris, Krill. We'll hold off the void. You kids take care of Exdeath. The only ones who can save the world from the power of darkness are the Warriors of Light. That's you. Now go. What? Why is the power of the void disappearing? No matter. Take this. If you have gladiators, this first form is even easier, but then the second form is harder with gladiators, believe it or not, so that's why I don't use them. Father, Papa. Now, this is it. Take your chance. Destroy Exdeath. Onward, Light Warriors. Let's do this. Exdeath, you better get ready, because here we come. Alright, so this is his first form. Probably better just attack him. Not waste any magic unless you're healing, which I'm going to have to do right away, because already Faris or Krill got hit. You want to save as much magic as you can for the second one. Just time magic, I think. The meteor. No, not meteor. What do you call it? Heiska. And his second form is almost trivial if you have 4 ribbons and a lot of good AoE attacks. But I'm not going to bother doing anything fancy for the first form. The only fancy thing you'd want to do is here, if you have a Cannoneer, you can manage to kill him completely here, and you not even fight the second form. But the second form looks so awesome, like it's like a real epic end to this game. Skipping it is kind of a dick move. I'm actually gonna have Lena heal Faris, that way Bartz can attack. So I can dual cast Cura. Nah. He's actually using Meteor on me. Fucking hilarious. That actually killed Bartz, which is bad, but we can Phoenix down him. Actually, I should have dual cast Rise and Haste there. That was silly. That's okay. There at Elixir. It's better to take this one slow. Yeah, I could have dual cast Raise Haste. Wasn't thinking of that. Yeah, Meteor is pretty bad, but it's not as bad as if it doesn't hit everybody. Like, if it doesn't hit one character a whole bunch of times, you know? Alright, let me do that. Good God. Alright, here we go. It's over. Exdeath was engulfed by the Void. No. Why? I'm not in the most amazing shape here, but the Void was mine to command. How could it... Ugh! Stop, Gibbs. The end of this is not that hard. It's harder than, you know, that, but it's not that bad. There's so many different strategies for beating him. I am Neo Exdeath, all memories. So, I could do to disappear forever. It goes so fast, damn. Here we go. Alright, dual cast. I mean, start doing it now. There's no reason not to. Bahamut, Bahamut. No reason to hold back at all. Unless somebody's down. In that case, make sure you bring them back. Unless you want to see the sadder ending that turns around at the very end and resurrects anybody who died. He likes status ailments, though, so that's what you really got to watch out for. Alright, Bartz, you're going to do Curaga. Attack. Dual cast. Dual cast. Meteor, Meteor. If Krill gets low on magic points, you just throw an elixir at her. Ba ba ba. Final Fantasy loves shit like this, where there's like so many different things going on with the boss. Zeramus was like that, and Kefka's even crazier. I don't really need to do that. What I need to do is throw an elixir at you. And you do the same thing to Bartz. Cast. Bop, bop. And Krill's doing the most damage. And like I said, if you give her the Hermes sandals and everybody else mime it, it's ridiculous. You could also set up 4 dual cast summoners if you really wanted to do that. Alright. Now he's doing Eroga. Eh. I mean, I've kind of purposely made it a little harder on myself. That way, I'm not completely murking him. Because that's boring. Like I said, it's just, you know. The laws of the universe mean nothing. Alright. I'm gonna throw out a flare here. I mean, if you get Bart to actually get a turn, either attacking or holy works well. Probably holy because his defense is so high. Nope. But a lot of times I'm just feeding elixirs to Krill, so she's using 132, I think, hit points per round. Or magic points, rather. It's a lot. Heads up. Yeah, so, like, Zeramos was the first boss in Final Fantasy, the first final boss that was like a lot of things, not just one thing, but many things. And then, it's like, oh, well now, that's going to be the thing from now on, where each boss will be like a bunch of different things. See, notice so he hasn't hit me with any status stuff. That's because of the ribbons. I've been very good to have 4 ribbons. It's important. Not one of them's dead. There's only 3 targets, which makes the less targets there's, the more Meteor is effective, too. Because it's hitting the same ones a lot more. Right, go for Flare. No, she has just enough, it looks like, to do this again. Whoever comes up next, I'll throw a elixir at her. Dry ethers aren't a thing in this. This might kill another one. That's another one dead. Laws in the universe mean nothing. Alright. Where are they? There they are. And how do you do holy? Only 2 targets left. See, even without being overpowered, this is not difficult. I never understood the whole Final Fantasy V as a difficult game thing, but I mean, yeah, you have to grind a little, but it's not even that bad of grinding. Alright. Len is actually getting a little low on magic, but I'll have either Faris or Bartz throw an elixir at her next. But this might be over soon. This might be over really soon. Because Krill has a turn already. So I might not have to use any more elixirs. This might end it. If it just kills one of them, I'll go all out on the last one with Bartz and Ferris. Yep. Alright, there's only one left. Okay. Just, yeah, I'm gonna go all out. I'm not gonna bother to... Flare. Holy. If this doesn't do it, I'll be really surprised. The Flare Holy combo. Nope, that did it. Don't even need Holy. Told you. Not that bad. And there are ways to do it even easier, so... Several different ways. I mean, you could do a dual wield Dancer with Excalibur, you know, there's a lot of, you know... You could do Rapid Fire, Rapid Fire dual weld, you know? I mean, there's a lot of different techniques to take this guy out. That's my preferred way of doing it. Now we get to watch the ending. In the beginning, there was only the void. But from the void came 4 essences, and they formed the crystal, and the world was born. Hope blessed the earth. Courage blazed into flame. Care and devotion turned water into the seeds of life. The passion for knowledge spread intelligence and wisdom on the winds. If ever the void threatens to engulf the world, so long as the 4 essences still exist in man, light will be born anew. The 4 essences shall rise from the void and weave the light once again. And all 4 of them are there because nobody was downed. The void is still here. But we beat Hexdeath. Is it because the crystals are all gone? The world will be engulfed by the void. Hope, bless the earth. I mean, they did have a lot of shards within them. Courage, light the fires. Devotion, breathe life into the waters. Passion, spread knowledge on the winds. Hey, the crystals are back. All the places that were sealed away are restored. The world, it's being reborn. And the crystals as well. There was still power remaining in the crystal shards. Thank goodness. Lena, Faris, Krill. It's because you took such good care of the shards. Don't forget yourself, Bartz. Oh, or Grandpa. Now, Wind will return to Tycoon. Correct, my dear. Dad. Grandpa. Father. Papa. Kelger and Zezat. Oh yeah, we exist. The world still needs you. It's too early for you kids to be meeting us. Go. Return to your world, the one you saved. Grandpa. A letter's arrived. Sid, Mid, how are you? It's me, Krill. Somehow we made it back. Feels like that fight was just a bad dream. Since then, I've traveled all over. Seems like everything's become peaceful like before. The Chancellor Tycoon seems quite happy. However, Faris seems worried about our pirate crew. I'm out of here. Everyone in Ball is worried since they have no heir to the throne. Maybe I'll be queen, as if. It'd be pretty cool, though. I mean, technically she is heir to the throne, isn't she? Bartz went back to his hometown. He's not giving up traveling, but he said he wanted to spend time near his parents before he set out again. Poop me an egg barrel. Poop me an egg barrel. Poop me an egg barrel. Oh, Boko and Coco had children. Baby chocobos are the cutest. You simply must go see them. Wow, they hatched quickly. It's been a year since then. Lena and Ferris are busy with running Tycoon and all, and Bartz is off on another journey. If any of the others happen to ask about me, no, I'm sure they'll come. Tell them I can't wait to meet them again. Krill, you worked so hard. Everyone fought well. You know what drives me crazy about the portraits? Sid has glasses in his sprite, but not in his portrait, and Mid doesn't have glasses in his sprite, but he does in his portrait. Like, come on. It's not a... I mean, there's a lot of other things that bug me, but that really is like, what? Gallif's portrait drives me crazy, too. Like, they couldn't even get his hair color right. And I don't think he even has a beard in his portrait, now that I think of it. He just has that mustache. All these ridiculous things that happened. Bartz. Burp. Showing all their establishing character moments. Lena. Now come over here and be the queen. I don't wanna. I mean, she's the older sister, right? Ferris. I never understood that part where Bartz and Krill just fight each other for no reason. He's like, I'm tired of you, kid, and he just like smacks her, and then she kicks him. And then they just go on being friends after that. Like, what the hell was that? Krill. Mode 7! Slightly janky Mode 7, to be honest. If Grandpa hadn't saved me back then. The crystals have been restored and everything's peaceful, but for some reason I'm sad. This is where if any of the characters died, this is where they come back. I guess it's just that since Grandpa died, obviously Galif doesn't come back, but yeah, I've been all alone. The ending's really different if Krill was down at the end of his last battle. See you, Grandpa. What are you talking about? You're not alone. He's always on top of something. We're here with you. Buck up, kiddo. Everyone, you made it. As if there was any doubt, like I'd forget about a friend after we were together for so long. Everyone, you... Tears don't really suit you, Krill. You have to be strong. Gallup's laughing at your blubbering, kiddo. Probably, yeah. You're right. He is laughing. The crystals have regained their power. It's time. This time it's up to us to protect them. Like Dad and the others did. Say, do you hear that? Aye, that I do. Grandpa's voice? No, just the wind through the trees. The rippling of the water? Just the crackling of flames. The settling of the earth. I know, I'm not sure what it is, but I can hear it. Yes, something warm. Let's go. Like a Krill, how come you get the dragon while we're running on chickens? Hey, and that's Final Fantasy V. I still really like it. I still think it's really good. It's just a fantastic game. It's a shame we didn't get it. I don't really understand, you know, why they thought it was too hard for Americans. I think that, like, I don't know. They already made Final Fantasy IV easier. If they really felt that this game was so hard, they could have toned it down, but I don't really think it's a hard game, you know? I played the Super Famicom version, I played on PlayStation, and I played it on Game Boy. I never thought it was that difficult of a game. I mean, I don't know. There's never, like, Final Fantasy doesn't really do difficulty. They do... There'll be things that'll be a pain in the ass, but it'll never be really all that hard. It's just something that's a pain in the ass. Like Final Fantasy II, pain in the ass, but not all that hard. And there's always, like, ways to get around things that are pain in the ass. There's always a way to break the game. Like Final Fantasy II's last boss would be incredibly difficult if not for the fact that you can bring the blood swords in and just totally wreck him with them, you know? There's things like that, you know, I don't know. There's always some sort of exploit or some sort of trick. But, yeah. Next up, not next after this, but, I mean, I'm thinking about it already, is Final Fantasy VI. Obviously, that one's really good. Been playing the Game Boy Advance version, because that's the good version. I mean, not that the Super Nintendo version was all that bad, it's just the translation was just so compromised. Ted Woolsey worked on it. He did a really good job, all things considered, but it was compromised. Like, basically the way it went was that he did this amazing translation, and he shows it to Square, and they're like, wow, that's really, really good. That's amazing. You did such a good job. You're 3 times over ROM size. You need to cut it down. So he had to cut a lot of things and compress things and shorten things to make it fit, you know. You know, it was fine. It worked fine. I wasn't a huge fan of the translation back in the day. I appreciate it more now knowing the story of how compromised it was and why it was so truncated. But back in the day, I was just like, oh my god, this translation's, like, bad. And it never bothered me with Final Fantasy IV, how shitty the translation was. And he didn't work on that one, but that one didn't bother me because Final Fantasy IV is ridiculous. Like, it's a completely ridiculous game. And the goofy translation... Oh, David Ribs Carrillo added to the goofiness of it, you know. it has its charm, you know. Whereas Final Fantasy VI, you could tell, was a very serious game and had a really good story, and, you know. So the Game Boy Advance version is where it's at. A lot of people have complained that the sound is not as good just because the Game Boy Advance's sound chip was kind of rushed out. But there's actually a sound hack that I'll be using to make it sound a little bit more like the Super Nintendo version. But as good as the music is, you know, like, here's the thing. I think if you have, like, a really good song, like Terra's Theme, which is the overworld in Final Fantasy VI, it's still good, even if you're listening to it in kind of, like, lesser quality. Like, it's the melody that matters, but I'll try to make it sound as good as I can. And the fact that I won't be playing it in Visual Boy Advance obviously helps, too. But, I don't know what's next. I mean, that's like the next Final Fantasy game. And probably right around when you guys are starting to see Final Fantasy V uploads is probably when I'll be starting to record Final Fantasy VI. But as for what's next after this, I don't know, actually. I mean, I might... Let me look at something real quick. I might want to record E6 at some point soon, like Ark of Napishtim. There's that. There's Phantasy Star 2. I gotta do that at some point. You know, and there's other games that I kind of wanted to do, but I'm starting to think, yeah, I might just do like E6 soon. We'll see. I'm not sure. If the next thing's not E6, don't worry about it. A giant ass sprite. Like, let's just blow her up. Create a level 50 freelancer. Yeah, and they show all your abilities and everything. And she learned 20 abilities. Oh, some of them were learned by Galuf, but he passed them on to her. Oh, do I have to press a button? I think I do. None of the buttons are doing anything. Oh, here we go. And then Faris. So weird how, like, they overlay a different sprite and then blow that one up. I don't think I need the controller, I'm not sure. 28 abilities. Faris might have learned them. Faris or Bart's probably learned the most. Then again, I did have Lena, like, all over the map, too. 'There's Lena. $26. Yeah, it's probably going to be Bart's. That had the most abilities. Not sure, though. Because I did stop with her to, like, do red mage, and that takes a long time, you know? Here's Bart's. $31. Now he had the most. Okay. It makes sense because he did like every physical class almost. Not everyone, but most of them. And then also I threw him on white mage because at the end I decided he was going to be my white mage. And there's never a point where he's not in the party. So. End the. Wait, turn around. Here. Oh, there we go. The end. Right, nope, it's turning around again. Maybe it is end the. Dini et. It's Dini et. Wait, no, it's the end. Is the end or the end? It's end. Is this a good ending or a bad ending? It's an ending, and that's enough. There we go. A new passage is open beneath the waves. Yeah, whatever. With the necromancer job or whatever. I don't know. I guess if you're playing the Steam version, by the way, don't play the Steam version. But if you're playing the Steam version, you want all the achievements, you can do that. But I'm good. Anyway, guys, that's been Final Fantasy V. Not sure what's up next. Not even sure what I'm going to record next. But I'll see you guys real soon with more content.